Welcome to episode 2 of the Phijkchu podcast. We're all here without Phijkchu this time.
Yeah, he's sick.
Sicko.
We thought he was dead.
Says.
You're Robuddy.
He's gonna hate us. I think he already hates me from earlier.
He knows we're doing this, so it doesn't really matter.
I know. Oh, we can just talk behind his back and he won't hear it for a day.
He could listen in, he just chooses not to.
Yeah, I don't know why. You can just stay muted. Is it really that hard to talk one sentence though?
Yes.
Alright. I guess that's fair then.
So we had one question in the comments of the last video.
One.
Just one.
You guys can ask questions in the comments.
You could also respond to our question if you make it all the way through until we ask the question.
I mean, if someone makes it that far, we shouldn't be asking them to do things. They're probably almost dead.
Yeah, last week's was terrible.
Yeah, kinda. Alright, so what was that question?
The question was, can any Phijkchu member be in the podcast?
I don't know. I think if we need a guest, then I think sure.
There's always a chance that you can be in it, but we're not going to just let anybody come in. There has to actually be a background with us so we know who you are.
Yeah.
You don't want people on one call.
Like that Phijkchu guy, he's never getting in.
Totally.
That 1 week, that was the exception. That was his trial run there.
He failed horribly.
That's why he's not here. See, he thinks he just has a normal cold. It was poison. Alright.
Maybe I should.
What happened earlier was the EV family reunion, Evie.
It was fun.
And it wasn't recorded.
Thanks, Twitch.
You didn't record it?
You have to enable the recording
Twitch
itself in your Twitch profile.
Oh, they didn't do it? Evie,
Now you have to do it yourself.
Yep, and I wasn't recording because I didn't know that he hadn't set it up that way.
I thought I had set it up to auto-archive.
So anyway, for people who didn't know what it was, would you two like to explain what happened there?
Games.
I only saw you doing, I believe, a platinum Nuzlocke where you totally didn't cheat in that shiny Eevee.
It was an
Totally.
Eevee. It was worth it.
I mean, I guess that was the theme part of it.
And by the way, today I almost got a shiny Eevee next one.
Almost?
Someone beat me to the trade on Reddit.
Close though.
I was gonna make a video of me getting it and releasing it and sending it to Eevee.
Great.
Yeah.
What'd you end up evolving that Eevee into?
What do
I
you
don't think we evolved it yet.
Really?
No, Mike did. Or was that in his thing?
No, that was a different run.
Okay, it's mine then.
How many different runs did you play? I didn't catch all of it.
Early in
think-
the afternoon, we were doing Eevee's thing. We played Platinum, got to the first gym, beat it really easily. And then later, I streamed Pokemon Sacred Gold on my channel, which will go on YouTube because I did remember to record it.
Eevee.
It'll probably go on YouTube the same day this comes out, so go over to my channel if you want to watch a bad Pokemon Sacred Gold Nuzlocke run.
Shameless self-promotion.
Of course.
Also on the ever so common topic of Pokemon, Pokebank was released, finally. So now everybody can get their overpowered Pokemon.
I can hack in all my shinies I want.
Speaking
And
of that,
everyone
Eevees.
messed up in making illegal Pokemon last season, can't bring them over.
yep.
Mine won't
So-
be illegal, they'll just not be legitimate.
Yeah, sometimes Pokebank messes up and thinks that legitimate Pokemon, aren't legitimate, thinks illegitimate Pokemon are legitimate, so it's apparently not working as intended.
Like the
And people
level
are
9
stupid.
Gengars.
Yeah. People
I
are
have no idea
stupid
what
enough.
either of you just said.
People are stupid enough to think you can trade Celebies on a global trade network, a system.
I said level 9 Gengars.
Level 9 Gengars. Alright.
Apparently that was one of the bad ones.
Can you actually trade those over?
No, I don't know. You'd have to try.
In the initial trial before they brought it down, apparently someone had done something like that.
Well, good job, Pokebank. Working well. But at least you can have a chance at getting your old Pokemon over now.
I'm just gonna send shinies over.
You can probably get most of your Pokemon over. Just there'll be those few that you can't.
Yeah. And next we have some wiki news. I don't follow that at all, so anybody know what's happening on the wiki
I'm winning still.
with your achievement points?
I literally just got into the 5th place point because I just did a bunch of achievement things right now.
You just did stuff. It's not that difficult.
I don't understand why this is so much of a competition for like points on the wiki. What do? You edit things?
Yep.
Yes.
The categories get points?
Have you never played Xbox Live? It's always a competition.
Is it-
with points.
Is it really just like that, but with wiki edits?
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
And yet, for some reason, you're compelled to do it.
Compelled
I
by
should
human
be
nature.
but at like 900 points right now, but I'm not because they were added later than the wiki started.
How close is Phijkchu to beating you?
He's 200 behind me,
Is that hard to get?
relatively.
Dang. So is there any other news besides 5 Live is winning?
There's some more pages that we added.
Alright, I guess that's news enough. Are they for like the more of the runs?
Secret projects and runs, yeah. Like the Dominesia page that has no content in it because it's all secret right now.
So you just like create the page and you're like, alright, we're gonna put stuff here later once it's revealed.
Yeah, and we don't know when it's going to be revealed because we have no idea what the ETA on certain things that we require for it are.
Well, it sounds like you've got everything, like planned out.
Definitely.
Alright. And speaking of the secret projects, there are no ETAs on those at all. Or at least for Dominesia.
Yeah, Dominesia requires certain things that we can't actually control, so yeah.
We're
Well-
just waiting.
You could do it yourself. Just saying.
No, we couldn't.
You could.
This
Good luck
is
with it.
completely out of our control. We have no way of messing with it.
Yeah, I know. It kind of sucks, but it'll be cool once the secret projects that nobody knows about will be done.
There probably won't be as much hype as we hope.
Alright, so... Rob is bad at keeping a stream schedule.
Same as last
Even though this week wasn't exactly his fault.
Because he moved again for the second time in like 3 months.
But that's not exactly his fault.
He was living in a bad neighborhood, so he wanted to move elsewhere.
I guess we can use this time talking about Rob to talk about new Play Minecraft updates coming tomorrow, actually, which would be February the 10th. So it might already actually have updated on Play Minecraft, but there are going to be daily gold quests, dead bones, as I'm assuming hero class and DBZ, friend lists, finally, new NPCs in the lobby, a dozen new lobby items, and a new permanent patron item coming tomorrow.
Oh, is that the stuff that's on the Trello that's also item number 10?
Most likely. Rob just tweeted about it an hour ago.
Damn dead bone walls.
Yeah, Dead Bones Walls and DBZ. Oh my god, that's gonna be so bad if some troll gets it.
You mean me?
Yep, exactly.
I mean, just like the entire state of the game right now.
Yeah. But, like, a troll getting it, they could just keep blocking off places, and that'll be kind of annoying. Those easy fix slabs. The thing I'm excited about this for is friends list, though. Those are going to be so great for, meeting friends in different servers.
For the
Especially,
Phijkchu meetups on stream nights.
lobby items. Who needs any other lobby items besides wet popcorn? You eat a half stack of that and you go flying. I mean, what else do you need?
I can already get to the top of the trees without it, so why do I care?
No, you can fly. You can fly to like Y value, like infinite Y values. I got up to Y value 2100. It just keeps constantly propelling you upwards if you eat too much of it.
I save all my lobby items because I'm like,
I save them all except for jelly babies. Yeah, I don't like those things. They just make you feel like you're lagging.
what I do is I'll just like I'll restrain myself from using the fireworks, so then no one has to hear the fireworks going
I use
off
them.
constantly.
I use them because I don't want them filling up my inventory. My inventory is for pennies only. Because I get so many pennies from playing MSG. In other random Rob news, because that's apparently what we can cover here, Rob and Pause will be tuna banding in Minecraft soon. We don't know exactly what that means, but maybe they'll be stealing fish in a random server.
Yeah, there's no tuna in Minecraft yet.
Maybe they found like this Rust-inspired server.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Or maybe they're doing MineZ. Who does MineZ anymore?
Yeah, now that
What's
Daisy's out.
mine?
Also, going back to who's anonymous in the, topics list, there's an anonymous Nyan Cat.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That's pretty funny, actually.
I guess you're an otter.
I'm an otter, I guess. Alright.
And-
Okay, we need to go away from that before we waste our lives on it.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, so we're going to the Humble Weekly Bundle.
Yeah, Double Fine is a bundle. Double Fine's awesome. You should buy it.
What is Double Fine? I don't actually know.
And they're a game studio. They made Stacking. I think they also made Oregon Trail. I'm not sure exactly what games they made, but
Sounds like they make good games,
Stacking's
though.
just a really good game in general.
Is that on the Weekly Bundle right now?
Yeah, you can get 4 games for $1, then other games for like $7.
I think it's 6. So head on to humblebundle.com/weekly, I believe. It'll probably be a link in the description for that.
Yeah, probably. Actually, there's one game that you have to pay $16.74 for, but it's an
Really?
early access game that's coming out soon, I guess.
That sounds like it could be fun. And all the money, you can choose where that money goes, whether it's to developers, to Humble Bundle people itself, or to charity. So it's always good to buy from there. And in Microsoft news, Bill Gates is trying to save Microsoft.
Apparently, he's stepping in as an advisor to the new CEO.
But some people, I guess, don't think that he can do it to save
Oh, it's Bill
Microsoft,
Gates.
Not everybody's a Steve
Yeah.
Jobs
says the article, like twice.
in the title.
Yep. How do you guys think this will go?
Microsoft has been screwed for ages. I don't care.
You don't care about them? Turn to an Apple
Yeah,
fanboy?
Microsoft's gonna die anyways.
Actually, they're not, but they should.
I don't think they'll die, but they might not be as good off as they used to be.
Yeah,
They
they
might-
made Vista and Windows 8. They died. And the Xbox One.
Yeah, that they didn't do very well with that. PS4, I think, crushed them.
Yet Xbox One still has higher sales, I think.
Well, there are a lot of people who do like Microsoft. I guess Microsoft must have more popularity.
Microsoft has Halo.
I don't
That
think that
Might be a
um,
seller for some people, actually.
I don't think the Xbox One actually outsold the PlayStation 4.
We should
did
have
at
had
one,
a statistic.
It didn't. It did at one point, but that was before Microsoft released globally, and PlayStation still hadn't.
Oh, that would make sense then. Although, they're still apparently, might be going under. And speaking of things to do with Steve Jobs that not everybody can emulate, Flappy Bird was removed from the App Store. Was this the Apple App Store exclusively, or just all of them?
It was from both the Google Play and the iTunes Store. And there was no explanation as to why.
I guess the guy just wanted to, like, make sure that he kept profit and then, got out while he could. Or maybe people just want to, not lose their souls to an addictive Flappy Bird game.
Or maybe he got pressured out silently by Nintendo because he uses the warp pipes.
Oh, that could actually be it.
That would make a lot of sense.
When I first looked at that game, I didn't, know what it actually was. I thought that was some stupid Mario game that someone put on the App Store. So knowing how Nintendo's been, working recently, that's probably what happened.
Though he says he didn't remove it for legal reasons.
Maybe he was doing it. Maybe he didn't get, in trouble quite yet, but he was trying to do it, protect that, so he could keep the money he's earned so far.
Yeah, now that he's gotten popularity, making $50,000 a day, he wants to get out before they notice him.
No, Flappy Bird, what else am I going to do with my life?
Well, you still get it if you downloaded it.
Yeah, I didn't download it, so I am kind of glad that I don't have temptation to download it anymore.
Apparently some kids in my version of the...
You're cutting out.
Yeah, you were cutting out.
Apparently some kids at my school found a rip-off version of Flappy Bird and started playing that. So...
Really?
Oh, God.
They started making rip-off versions of that game?
Yes, already. There was like two I've seen so far.
The most basic game ever.
All you have to do is keep tapping and make it through, like, obstacles.
Well, apparently the game that they found was a lot more difficult.
It's a lot more difficult. The warp pipes don't start at the top all the time. I don't actually know if they do in normal Flappy Bird anyway, though.
Never played it, never will now.
The game I heard about was called Iron Pants.
Iron Pants?
Yeah.
What?
That's apparently the name of the game.
What does that have to do with anything, though? Like, is the game basically Flappy Bird, but just
yeah, it's basically
Iron
Flappy
Pants?
Bird with a different theme.
Oh, and not a bird?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's got 2.5 stars on the App Store.
You looked up Iron Pants?
Yep.
I don't think that's going to be very good then, because Flappy Bird was like, what was it, 5 stars?
I don't know.
I didn't actually pay attention to the
I
rating.
have no idea.
Probably was, or somewhere close to stars.
Why do you guys think it was so popular in the first place?
It was a challenging game.
Yeah, but it's, like, I think it's because it was so basic that, there's only one thing you need to do. You just, press the screen, and then you need to go through the pipes.
It was a basic concept for these idiots out there to comprehend.
Basic concepts seem to be working really well to get people's attention. Like, you think of Minecraft, it's really basic, and, a lot of people like it.
It's simple. It's simple in theory, but not when you're trying to make it.
Yeah. Well, I guess things that people must like things that look simple.
Yeah.
I guess it goes for iOS games too. So if you want to become a millionaire, make a simple-looking iOS game.
Apparently, Iron Pants got panned because it's too addictive.
Really?
By
But Flappy
2 of the
Bird is not.
reviewers,
But Flappy Bird is not.
apparently.
Alright. So have any of you... I don't know if this is out yet, but is Lego Movie out yet?
Came out on
Yes.
Friday.
Have any of you seen it?
No, but I really want to.
I was planning on seeing it on Friday, but it's gotten pushed back at my house for a while.
I haven't seen it at all, but I've heard that it's going to be pretty good. People are hyped up for it. So I guess they're hoping that won't fail.
It's gotten amazing reviews.
That's pretty good. I don't know, because Lego's done a lot of things involving Legos. They've done pretty well, so I guess the movie could follow up on that.
Well, from what I've seen, Lego actually has made a Lego movie before this, but it was like it had more of a story to it, and it was all animated. It looked more like a Lego video game.
Lego also had the Ninjago TV series, I think.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good series.
They also make Bionicle movies.
hmm So Lego's been doing pretty well with animated series, I guess.
Oh,
Despite despite being building blocks.
Yeah, well, I was watching a video on YouTube that explained the story of how Lego became what they are today, and it started out as like a wood factory kind of thing.
Involved into plastic bricks that make animated movies.
They did rip off another company, and they had a nicer name, so they won.
What was the other company's name?
I don't remember.
Well, I guess Lego is shorter, guess people can think of it faster, because it is shorter.
Well, they're not the only company to start small and make it big.
Yeah, but they're all I guess
for
the
an
fine.
example.
Yeah, I guess they're like the fine details to making success. You need to have simple things so that people remember it.
Lego ripped off Kittycraft blocks.
Kittycraft blocks. Yeah, that's not exactly a name that I'd think of.
That does not sound
Lego
like not sound like a German name, because Lego was originally in Germany.
I think that Lego is just a catchier name than what was that, like Kittycraft blocks.
Yeah.
That also gives the impression that's just for smaller children. So I guess that could turn off a larger market that they could have had. Names hold a lot of power, I guess.
It's all branding.
Yeah. Simple name and just not, limiting their market. So Lego worked out with that regard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Lego's a really good company. I have tons of Lego sets in my room right now.
They also make
I'll
death
have
traps
one.
if you step on them.
That's true.
They also make the Lego Mindstorm series, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good too.
It's interesting, but I had the first version of Lego Mindstorm, and I played with it for a bit, but I didn't use it very much.
Schools use that to educate too, which is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Schools use Minecraft to educate too.
Well, not as many schools as they use Mindstorm in.
Yeah, Mindstorm is in like every school.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
You've never
Well,
heard of
you're
Lego
old.
Mindstorms? Wow.
Nope.
Well, you're old.
You know nothing about today's
No, I
technology.
graduated 2 years ago.
Paladin, that's not the point here.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm 3 years younger than him, and I have 2 of the sets.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's just not every school then, because apparently Paladins didn't have it.
Paladin was deprived as a
Not
child.
one school in Massachusetts I know of has those.
Well, apparently my school, that is like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes up from Massachusetts has it.
You guys are also allowed to shoot people when they break into your house.
Okay, well, we're not going to go into politics, but that makes a lot of sense to me.
It's not politics, it's just Massachusetts
politics.
has weirder laws.
It's laws, which involve politics, so I don't know. Should we move on to play Mindcrack updates that are coming? Even more updates?
Yeah,
Or
you mentioned
potential
most
updates.
of them, but yeah.
I just mentioned the ones that were coming tomorrow. Alright, so the Rob posted this thing called Trello, which involves all the updates in the specific places that they're going to use them. So, for example, it shows all the updates that they're going to plan for survival games, and then Dwarves vs. Zombies, Power Juice, etc.
Are they going to reset the leaderboards for survival games?
I'm pretty sure
They're
he said that's
probably
going to be a
more.
monthly thing, but that's just for what's on the leaderboard?
Yeah.
Or maybe a monthly leaderboard and then an all-time leaderboard? I'm not sure.
Because they're going to be leaderboard seasons. So, you know that if you go to your profile and there's the sort of like badges thing underneath your player, skin picture. So if you were a patron, you had the snow globe, then you have like a badge for that. I'm assuming that with leaderboard seasons, if you're, one of the top people in leaderboards, then there's probably going to be a badge given out for that show or rank.
Either that and that, or you wasted a lot of your time.
I don't know, it's just fun to me, shut up.
Vic
Speaking
gets
of the
to freak out
leaderboards,
every
though.
month.
Sharnier appeared
Yeah.
on Vex's videos from the last couple of days.
How does that, you know what, I'm not even going to question that. Yeah, I did, probably because Vex loves me, what?
Apparently.
Yeah, I don't know what he was saying, but he was like, oh yeah, they don't want to engage each other. No, I just didn't want to get caught on fire while this guy was trying to kill me with flint and steel. But yeah, aside from Vex being bad at survival games, in survival
bad.
games, yeah, really bad. In survival games, there's going to be 3 new maps added soon-ish.
The lens?
Is the lens one?
I heard they were trying to get it in.
That would be pretty cool. But those maps are Nemesis Lair map, Badges of Ravine, and the Season 2 spawn, which I do not know what that looks like. So that
Screw
could
the
be
other
pretty
two.
cool.
Never's base is best.
Nemesis base it's gonna be hell.
It's
I
not
just
even going
remember
to be
that being-
able to.
I just remember that being a ton of small rooms.
It's not you're going to be killing people, it's whoever's going to run out of food first trying to find their way around.
Yeah, but that matters how many chests are gonna be in the map too. I don't think it'll be as much of a problem. If you can keep killing people, then you're going to get their food, so you'll be fine.
If they have food.
Badges
If they
Ravine
have-
Village is awesome. I saw
Yeah.
one of those Dwarves vs. Zombies training episodes there. That was awesome.
Oh, dude, I wish they would do that series again. That was so funny. One of the things I'm excited for in survival games, because that's apparently all I talk about, is that they're going to have high score titles and pre-game items, kind of like the Dwarves with the Paladins, Rangers, and Gravediggers. So I think that's going to be really cool for the people with the most gold, most kills, and most fist kills.
If they put that in Barnyard Blitz, they'll start playing again.
Yeah,
I put that in for fist kills. I think I'm going to start giving Vic a run for his money.
you will not. Trust me, you will not.
He's at 1,000. Next best is at 600.
Yeah,
That'll just help out Lab Tech.
LabTech. Oh, is LabTech actually playing right now? Oh, look, LabTech is actually playing for once. So you're talking about them putting that into Barnyard Blitz, and you'd play it for once?
I'm still in the leaderboard, top 50, and I haven't played in a month.
The
For best animals?
pigs.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have any plans to do that, so have fun. Only plans for Barnyard Blitz, they have a seppuku compass pointing to barn, so people know where to go to take the barn.
All the stupid people that don't know how to play
Yeah.
the game.
Like, we're the
they're gonna
chickens,
take it in
we need to
for
take the
themselves.
barn!
Maybe they'll fix chickens because they got broken at some point.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, chickens need to take the barn to win, right guys? Because we need to have the most points. That's not how Barnyard Blitz works. Do not do
Yes, it
that.
is. Don't lie.
Cows can do that because they're overpowered, but that's
As
only
long
the
as
last
it-
couple of rounds.
Yeah, as long as they're a mushroom, they can take the barn all they want. They're gonna 3-shot, like, everything.
No, they two-shot everything.
3-shot, like, pigs, maybe.
Well, pigs are usually out by the end, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess. The worst thing possible for for your class to beat is sheep, because apparently sheep win the least.
Sheep are bad because fall damage hasn't been implemented yet,
Yeah.
and they suck anyway.
Yeah, what's their buff? Like, they get extra meat from killing things?
No, they get the explosion that throws things up into the air,
Oh, right.
thus fall damage.
It doesn't do anything.
It actually puts things in inaccessible areas.
Oh, that's probably why they're gonna implement the seppuku tool.
Oh, that's what that is. I didn't realize.
Another change that they're doing is they're still changing around power juice. They're gonna add, more stats, such as the juices drank stat and the most kills stat. I think everybody expected those two. They're going to
Yeah,
improve
why
the
not?
map, increase where people, increase the spread of respawns, because if you remember, like, before the invincibility, there was just people spawn camping so that they could keep spamming their bow at one spot and they'd get 1,000,000 kills, because nobody would, be able to shoot them.
I wouldn't know. I haven't played it yet.
You haven't? Oh, are you not patron?
I don't have that money to throw around yet.
Well, I do, so, nerd. They're going to improve the spectator mode. I'm pretty sure they're doing that for everything, especially with the 1.8 coming out. That's apparently going to increase how spectator mode works a lot.
Yeah, spectator mode will actually work properly in 1.8 because it's hard-coded into the game.
That's going to be really good then. And the last thing that they're doing for power juice is people are having color confusion issues for when they need to get to, say, the blue platform to not die. Or I think the issue was with pink and purple, maybe, because you can't really tell which one's which, so they're probably going to change that up to maybe, I don't know, green or something.
If you're colorblind.
Well, the only issue there would be like red-green colorblind, but those would be on opposite sides.
I never thought it was hard to tell the difference between those two colors.
Maybe.
One's higher than the other.
Yeah, but people don't know which one's which. Anyway, let's go to the Dwarves vs. Zombies changes, because if you've played Dwarves vs. Zombies in the past week, then you've noticed a lot of changes.
Mainly multiple shrine system, right?
Multiple shrines, yep. So, multiple shrines. In each map, there are at least 2 shrines. I think Oasis has 2, but each map, let's just say, has 3. When zombies, capture a shrine, they start spawning there, and then they go after the next shrine. They have to do them in order, or else it doesn't do anything. So, I think Rob's reasoning for that was that it, keeps the games around the same length while making the monsters feel like something is actually getting done instead of, slowly pushing.
I just think it makes the game artificially last longer, regardless of skill.
Yeah, because they do need to rush, instead of just rushing one place, they can rush, they have to rush multiple places.
Yeah, they can't skip a shrine.
I think that it would, be better to, let them skip shrines, but, they won't get the, spawn, increase if they don't capture them in order. So it'll just, still be like old DVZ where they can, capture the final shrine first, but that would still be hard for them, and they could go the route where they can, have an advantage towards the dwarves and push faster.
Or they could make it that you have to play a tutorial round in one of the towns before you can actually be a dwarf.
Speaking of that, there are still no training servers.
Or towns.
Or towns. Which people really need the training servers, especially for Barnyard Blitz, because people are like, yeah, we need the most points to win. Which is not how it works.
Or you could just tell them that light blue is the people that are on the leaderboard and you should just listen to them no matter what they say.
Yep. Or you shouldn't listen to them, because sometimes they don't actually know best. I mean, Like, there's an issue with, like, some people think proc totals work, some don't. Like, even people on the leaderboard will argue. I think you should just listen to the vets, because they're probably the best.
I won with Squid twice in a row.
You did?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Nice, I've done that once, because I don't play DBZ because every single game I go into, there's a hacker zombie who will always, just fly around and chase me to kill me.
I'm
Even
talking
if I
about
can get out.
Barnyard Blitz. I've won with Squid twice in a day.
Oh,
Or in a row.
well, we were talking about DBZ.
No, he was talking about Banya Blitz and you changed the subject.
Well, you know what, whatever. Shut up. But Squids and Barnyard Blitz, those are, they're pretty good if you use them well, especially with the Inks. Some people don't know how to use those well, though.
Yeah,
Especially since everybody's going to the barn, you can just place them all over and perma-blind.
You can also use Inksects to make walls, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Awkward silence.
Yep. Why don't we talk about the thing you and me were talking about earlier with Bill Nye and, what's his name? Like,
Apparently
Yeah, I
there was
still
this
watch
huge
that.
debate. Yeah.
I still haven't watched that.
between science and creationism, how the Earth was made.
I thought it was more on how old the Earth is, universe is.
I thought it was on
How
that.
the religious guy made it sound like that's all he was talking about.
I thought it was how old the Earth is. Or
A lot of-
general history.
It's tough to say because, like, to me it sounded like, crap, what's his name?
There was sort of a large
something.
there instead of 1 point.
You guys are really loud suddenly.
Well, that's not my fault.
Ken Ham just sounded like his arguments were all over the place and weren't as, like, straight up factual and thought out as Bill Nye's were.
Yeah, I think Bill Nye won that. I don't know about you guys though. Bill Nye's cool though.
There's really no winning that type of argument though because both sides
Yeah.
could be right.
But in terms of like reasoning, I still think Bill won. It's just my opinion that though.
Christians don't have to believe the 6,000-year-old Earth thing.
I don't like Ham was saying a lot of people that are very influential believed in that whole 6,000-year-old Earth thing. Like the guy who created the MRIs. You know them?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's like that's they either have to stick exclusively to one or the other, like science or religion for that. But you can choose a little bit of both. But I think that debate was really good because that shows that the different points of view on the topic.
Did you see the BuzzFeed thing that I posted in the chat?
No, I did not.
For that,
The questions.
yeah, most of those didn't even apply to the debate as I understood it. It was weird.
Yeah. I agree with you on the numbers that you said were the correct ones. The other ones, they all just look like white attempts jackasses who wanted to get their faces shown. Oh, it's one
That
of
sounds
them.
like you, by the way, Paladin.
Yeah.
So, if to stay on that topic,
Yeah, to really talk about it, we would need more people to watch it.
alright, so,
And play Minecraft, or Minecraft already talked about it in their podcast.
yeah. And their podcast is 10 times better. Why you here? Go there.
And that's all I know about it.
That's about all I know about it, too. And, So I guess this is the end of episode 2. So ask questions in the comments. We can answer them at the end of the podcast. And
the main question is, how much money has Victini gained since the last podcast?
about $623.82. Make your guesses for the